Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Great to have you with us for the start of the working week. And we've got a bit of a different weather pattern coming in this week. We're seeing airflows coming out of the Southern Ocean, so therefore we're going to cool down by a few to several degrees. And while that sounds like quite a bit, actually it's only going to reset most regions back to where they're supposed to be. That shows you just how much warmer than average we've been lately. So this is the animated wind map for Monday, and we've gone wider screen because I want to show you this big low in the Southern Ocean. This is the reason why we're getting that southerly, which sort of starts on Tuesday, but it really kicks in around Wednesday, Thursday as it tracks by, and then this side of it starts to come on up. Still got a warm northerly around parts of the North Island. The humidity's still there, and we've got some big afternoon downpours once again popping up for the lucky people who need the rain for some parts of the North Island. This is how we look as we get into Tuesday. It's actually the South Island's turn to get some downpours on the east coast. So Canterbury, I'm sure you'll be very happy to see that, but I have to say it's hit and miss. But for those who get it, you'll probably be very happy with it. So we've got some downpours and showers around on Tuesday, really on both coasts, but the eastern side, perhaps into the ranges there, you've got a higher chance. In the North Island, we'll see one or two popping up, but the bigger showers will once again be just in the very top part of the country. But it's Wednesday when we start to see a little bit more life coming through. We've got a low pressure system out here to the east, a fairly weak one, and this high out to the west. And the two are working together to drive in these cooler winds. So when I say cooler, I don't necessarily mean cold. It'll just be cooler than it has been, although it might be a little bit cold for some areas down around Southlands and Otago as that change comes through. And once again, we're seeing showers around the eastern side and more showers in the north. So I actually put a tweet out this morning that said the next several days ahead, we've got good news and bad. The good is that both islands will get showers and downpours, so some of you are going to get some relief from the sky. However, the downside is that the overall trend is that we are looking at still drier than average conditions for this time of the year. So we're still stuck in this big dry pattern, but it's great to see these showers and downpours popping up. By the time we get to Thursday, the South Island's pretty much dry again. You're still a little bit cooler, but the warmth will be returning inland. In fact, it barely will even leave for some areas. And in the north, this is where your weather cools down quite a bit around Hawke's Bay and Gisborne. So you've had a run of pretty hot weather lately. This will change that. Your coolest day of the week likely to be around Thursday with those showers. But the southeasterlies mean that the top of the country, it's a bit like a reverse nor'wester like you get in Canterbury. Southeasterlies are usually pretty sunny, and they can be pretty hot at this time of the year. So we're not expecting a cool down in the north. However, the lack of humidity because of that wind direction might make it feel a little bit easier perhaps to sleep. And then on Friday, things start to warm back up again. We've got the westerlies returning to the South Island, so we're back to being up to several degrees above average for some in the south. Meanwhile, that high rolls on in, and the temperatures around the east, well, they're still a little bit cooler, but they do start to warm up. And then finally, here we are on Saturday, that front that's trying to move up the South Island, running into high pressure, so it's not likely to deliver very much at all for the farming communities and the growing communities, or any of the main centres for that matter. It's looking fairly dry around the country as we head in towards the weekend. That's all from me. We'll update you again on Tuesday.